In this new class of our Electronics Applied to Refrigeration and Air Conditioning course, we are going to study the operation and failure of the speed sensors used in fan motors, usually identified by the error codes H6, E6, CH07, and in some brands, E7. Let us begin by saying that there are basically two ways to measure the speed of a fan motor. The first uses a Hall effect sensor, and the second works without a physical speed sensor by means of mathematical algorithms. In motors equipped with a Hall sensor, the electronic boards that control AC fan motors powered through a triac, that is, without a relay, must necessarily know the motor speed in real time. For this purpose, they use a Hall effect sensor. This sensor is an electronic device capable of generating an electrical signal when it detects magnetic field variations produced by the magnets of the motor rotor. When the rotor rotates, the internal magnets produce magnetic field changes that are detected by the Hall sensor. The sensor responds by generating digital electrical pulses sent to the microcontroller of the electronic board. Thanks to this information, the board can determine whether the fan is actually operating, at what speed it is rotating, and whether there is any mechanical or electrical anomaly. AC rotors with a Hall sensor generally have two connectors, one for the sensor, characterized by having 3 thin wires, and another for the motor power supply, normally composed of 3 thicker wires. In many motors, the Hall signal works as a digital square wave that rapidly changes between low and high values, normally between 0 and 5 volts, although some systems operate with 12-volt signals. As the fan speed increases, the frequency of the pulses generated by the sensor also increases. Before carrying out any diagnostic procedure, it is important to verify basic aspects that are often the real cause of the problem. It is recommended to check the cleanliness of the blower wheel, since dirt accumulation can cause excessive load on the motor and speed reduction. Electrical connections, the cleanliness of the electronic board, and the power supply sections of the system should also be inspected. In addition, it is essential to verify that the fan shaft rotates freely in order to rule out bearing damage, mechanical blockages, or excessive friction. In AC motors, it is also important to check the fan capacitor, since a defective capacitor can generate symptoms similar to a Hall sensor failure. The sensor supply voltage is normally 5 volts DC, although some motors operate with 12 volts. The third wire carries the digital signal generated by the Hall sensor. To correctly identify the Hall sensor wires using a multimeter, the equipment must first be energized while taking all necessary safety precautions. Afterwards, the voltages between the different connector pins are measured. When a stable measurement close to 5 or 12 volts appears, the wire touched with the red probe generally corresponds to the positive supply of the Hall sensor, while the wire touched with the black probe corresponds to ground. The remaining third wire will normally be the signal line. To verify the operation of the Hall sensor, place the black multimeter probe on ground and the red probe on the signal wire. Then manually rotate the blower wheel or run the motor. The multimeter should display rapid voltage variations. Depending on the response speed of the instrument, the reading may appear unstable or fluctuating. The signal value can also be measured using the frequency scale in Hertz, likewise between the signal wire and ground. If a Hall signal is present and the fan apparently operates correctly, then the problem may be located on the main electronic board, specifically in the section responsible for processing the feedback signal. If there is no Hall signal, it will be necessary to disassemble the motor, remove the rotor, and extract the small internal electronic board where the sensor is located. Afterwards, a detailed visual inspection should be performed, looking for burned tracks, cracked solder joints, moisture, sulfation, overheated components, or visible physical damage. In the description of this video, you will find the link to access our complete Electronics Applied to Refrigeration and Air Conditioning.
On the other hand, in brushless DC motors, or BLDC motors, there is generally no physical Hall effect sensor or separate connection for this system. BLDC motors used in air conditioning systems normally have a single connector, generally with 5 wires of the same thickness, where the signal wire is usually identified with the initials FG on the motor label. The FG signal is the feedback signal that the motor sends to the inverter PSB electronic board or main control board in order to report the fan RPM, confirm whether the motor is rotating correctly, and maintain synchronization of the electronic control. In many BLDC evaporator or condenser motors, the FG wire is usually blue in numerous manufacturers, although this color is not always used. In BLDC motors, the electronic board electronically calculates the rotor position and speed using the counter-electromotive force, or back EMF, naturally generated by the motor windings while rotating. Based on this information, the microcontroller can synchronize the electronic activation of the motor phases without the need for additional magnetic sensors. This means that in most of these motors, there is physically no Hall sensor as such. How can the speed of a BLDC motor be diagnosed? Dynamic frequency test with a multimeter. A multimeter with a specific frequency scale in Hertz must be used. Step 1. Connect the multimeter probes between FG and GND with the equipment energized and the harness connected. Step 2. Turn on the equipment and set the fan to low speed. Record the reading in Hertz, for example, 30 Hertz. Step 3. Increase the speed to maximum. The reading in Hertz should increase linearly and remain stable. For example, it may rise to 60 Hertz. Failure diagnosis. If the motor rotates but the multimeter reads 0 Hz or L, or if the value fluctuates chaotically, for example jumping erratically from 10 to 500 Hz, the motor's FG circuit is damaged. How can the FG signal voltage be tested correctly? Since it is an open collector output, the FG line behaves like an electronic switch that opens and closes at very high speed. Dynamic voltage test with the motor connected and running. Connect the motor to the board and turn on the equipment in ventilation mode in order to observe how the motor's internal driver switches that voltage. Place the black multimeter probe on GND and the red probe on FG by piercing the wire or using a needle on the connector. Observe the reading on the multimeter display. Correct result. Since the motor's internal transistor opens and closes the circuit at hundreds of revolutions per minute, the digital multimeter cannot read such rapid changes and will average the signal. Therefore, it should display a constant intermediate voltage, typically between 2.0 and 2.5 volts DC if the reference voltage is 5 volts, or between 5 volts and 6 volts DC if the reference voltage is 12 volts. Incorrect result, motor failure. If the motor rotates but the voltage remains fixed at 0 volts, or fixed at the maximum voltage, either 5 or 12 volts, it means that the open collector transistor inside the motor chip has become stuck, open, or short-circuited. In this case, the motor's FG circuit is damaged.